Okay, here we have Good Grief, who is known as Lucy in the barn, and she is a 16 one-hand, 5-year-old thoroughbred mare by Uptown Charlie Brown. And she comes from a really great family who really sort of have had her whole entire life. Well, not sort of, they have had her whole entire life. They bred her and they raised her, and she's trained a whole bunch at the track. They never actually raced her because she never really showed a whole lot of aptitude for it, but she has plenty of published works dating back several years. So, anyway, she is here to officially begin the path for her next career, and this is her third post track ride. And Miss Alyssa is riding her today. I'm actually really not feeling good, so I apologize. I feel like my voice sounds funny. I have a sore throat and a headache. So I was so glad Alyssa was coming today so that she could help me with the riding this afternoon. Actually, I had wanted her to ride Lucy anyway. I thought that this would be a great one for her, but I ended up being especially glad she was here. And so this little mare has just really figured out life. She's becoming so settled and so steady in the contact. She's going beautifully both directions, and she just seems like really at ease and comfortable with her whole new environment and all these new things that we're asking her to do. I think she looks really confident to me going around the ring. So I thought, well, what I was thinking was that if this warm up went well, that we might introduce just poles to her. I didn't want to overdo it. I just thought it would be a good day for her to learn about poles. And because she was so lovely, I mean, this is her warm up. She was so nice in her warm up that we did follow through with that plan. So Alyssa trotted her around for a minute or two each direction, kind of got a feel for her, see where she is today, which is that she is being quite wonderful. So then we walked around over all the different things, and I had a grid set up for 7 to practice. So we put everything down just to ground poles, but she got to sort of walk and trot through the grid, which she was so good about because it can be intimidating for such a young green horse. I mean, she's literally never jumped to just trot down a whole line of poles like that, and she was super. And I actually think that she's probably earned herself a ride in the soft rubber bit next time because she's looking very light and very steady in her contact. She was so cute. These first couple poles she walked over, she really put her head all the way down so she could get a really good look at the poles. You know, she never lost her forward momentum, but she really took a look, which was just so cute and smart. A little bit of a left drift there. It's really hard with these young horses to get them super straight. And then I think here we have another left drift. So it seems like the left drift is her theme. Oh, actually, that was good. It must have been when we were trotting. Anyway, but of course, it is the rider's job. And I'm not picking on Alyssa here. I make mistakes all the time, and I'm constantly annoyed at myself for making those mistakes. But of course, it's our job, especially with these young green horses who need to be placed at the right spot to get them straight. To get them straight and keep them straight, which is much easier said than done in a line of poles when you're riding a horse that's doing poles for their very first time. I like her expression. I think she looks like she's happily looking where she's going. She doesn't look tense to me. She just looks like a mare who is happy to be doing her job today. Oops, sorry. I thought I cut this piece out. I guess I didn't. Apologies. Hopefully, I'm not making anybody seasick. Oh, so this is funny. So I actually, Alyssa and I had a miscommunication. I didn't think she was going to jump this jump because I didn't think we were ready to jump this jump, but whatever, it doesn't matter. She went to it. She kept her chin up, her leg on, and the mare was so cute popping over that bigger flower box. I have meant for her to jump the little tiny flower boxes that we'd walked over, but anyway, nonetheless, the mare was no worse for the wear, and actually, she jumped it so cute. Just sort of a hilarious miscommunication. I've actually been known to, when I'm riding, like call out the jump that I'm going to for everybody who's taking pictures and videos. And I'll call out a jump and then actually go to a different jump, which is just like so hilarious and ridiculous. It's hard to keep it all together. So the first time she jumped it, when I didn't realize she was jumping it, she jumped it really cute. But then there was no real plan on landing. They sort of really cut the corner. They were to the inside of those poles in the corner. So then when she came around the next time, I said, the focus is that you have to have a plan on landing. You have to keep riding over and after the jump. So Alyssa did much better that time to keep her straight and go all the way into the corner. And again, all of this is easier said than done. Okay, so that one was my favorite, Third Time's the Charm, because they were both totally on the same page. They jumped it really cute and softly, and then they were totally in unison about going straight all the way into the corner. Oh, that was the other left drift that I was talking about. That's actually a really tight turn to get to that line, and Alyssa did a fantastic job, even if they started a little left of center. And the mare was so cute and brilliant with her feet there to figure all of that out, and even to come cantering out. I thought that was quite brilliant. And then look at that. Then she comes to her flowers and she jumps that just perfect, just really straight, soft, lands in just a perfect right lead canter, nice and straight, coming away. That was really good. And so this time Alyssa rode a much, much better turn and got her right to the base. That was amazing. Little trip over the Cavaletti, that's okay. And she nearly landed on the left lead canter coming out of the grid. Now she's totally got this little flower box thing. She's nailing it every time. It's fun to see their confidence grow. I mean, I know we're just doing ground poles, but still, her first time doing ground poles or any sort of jumping, little trip over the Cavaletti, but she still sorts it out and she jumps her little half axe. That was brilliant. What a good